Alright, let's do another movie plot. I've got 3 of them, so let's go. And just note, we're doing Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. We'll start with number 1. Let's go. So, a group of sentient toys who pretend to be lifeless when humans are around are preparing to move into a new house with their young owner, Andy, his infant sister, Molly, and their single mother. Learning that Andy's birthday has been unexpectedly moved to an earlier date, several toys, including Mr. Potato Head, Slinky, Rex, Ham, and Bo Peep, become concerned that Andy might receive something that will replace them. To calm them, Sheriff Woody, who is Andy's favorite toy, and the de facto leader, sends Sarge and his Green Army men to spy on Andy's birthday party with a baby monitor. Andy soon receives a new action figure, Buzz Lightyear, who believes that he is an actual space ranger and does not know he is really a toy. Buzz impresses the others with his high-tech features and becomes Andy's new favorite toy, provoking Woody's jealousy. 2 days before the move, Andy's family plans for a dinner at Pizza Planet. To ensure Andy brings him along and not Buzz, Woody tries knocking Buzz behind the desk with the radio-controlled car, RC. However, Buzz is accidentally knocked out of the bedroom window instead, and most of the other toys believe Woody has deliberately killed Buzz. Andy takes Woody with him, but Buzz furiously confronts him in the car. The two fight, fall out of the car, and are left behind. After a further quarrel, they hitch a ride to the restaurant on a Pizza Planet delivery truck. At Pizza Planet, Buzz mistakes a claw crane full of little green men for a rocket and climbs in, pursued by Woody. But soon, they are captured by Andy's sadistic next-door neighbor, Sid Phillips, who takes the two from the crane to his house, where they encounter Sid's mean dog, Scud, who's a bull terrier, and his mutant toys made from parts of other toys he has destroyed. Buzz, at one point after watching a television commercial promoting him, realizes that he is a toy after all. He attempts to fly, but falls, breaks his arm, and suffers a mental breakdown. After Sid's toys fix Buzz, Sid tapes Buzz to a rocket, planning to blow him up the following day. Overnight, Woody helps Buzz realize that his purpose is to make Andy happy. Restoring Buzz is resolved. Sid takes Buzz out to blow him up, but Woody rallies the mutant toys to break the rules and frighten Sid into never harming toys again, which does work. I think Sid had found a new fear. Now freed, Woody and Buzz pursue the Davis' moving truck, but Scud falls up to them and attacks Woody. Buzz stays behind to fight off the dog. Woody climbs into the truck and pushes RC out to rescue Buzz. Still thinking Woody has killed another toy, the others also toss him out of the truck. Woody and Buzz then pursue the truck on RC, and the other toys see them and realize their mistakes. Then RC's battery runs out, forcing Woody to ignite the rocket strapped to Buzz. Buzz opens his wings to sever the tape just before the rocket explodes. He and Woody glide through the sunroof of Miss Davis's car, landing safely inside. As the toys listen in on the Christmas gift opening in the new house, Mr. Potato Head is delighted when Molly gets a Mrs. Potato Head. Woody and Buzz jokingly ponder what gift could be worse than Buzz, only to nervously smile at each other when Andy gets a dachshund puppy. That's how it started. Woody found his foe, now friend. Now we have Toy Story 2. So let's get into this one. Woody and Buzz Lightyear have become the co-leaders of Andy's toys. Andy plans to take Woody to cowboy camp, but he accidentally rips his arm. Andy's mother places Woody on a shelf, and Woody begins to fear that Andy will throw him away. The day after Andy leaves, Woody finds Wheezy, a penguin toy with a broken squeaker, who has also been shelved. After saving Wheezy from being sold at an outdoor yard sale, Woody is found and stolen by a greedy toy collector. Buzz fails to foil the theft, but finds clues identifying the collector as Al McWiggin, the owner of the Al's Toy Barn store. Then Buzz, Mr. Potato Head, Slinky, Dog, Rex, and Ham set out to rescue Woody. Meanwhile, at Al's apartment, Woody discovers that he was designed after the protagonist of Woody's Roundup, a children's western series from the 1950s, and meets his co-star character dolls, Jessie the cowgirl, Bullseye the horse, and Stinky Pete the prospector. While initially delighted to meet them, Woody realizes that Al plans to sell the whole Roundup collection to a toy museum abroad, in Japan. He announces he will return home to Andy, dismaying the gang, as the museum will not take the collection without Woody. After Woody's arm is repaired, Woody learns that Jessie was abandoned by her owner Emily as she grew up. After that, afraid that Andy might do the same to him, Woody decides to go to the museum. Meanwhile, Buzz's group reaches Al's Toy Barn and searches for Woody. Buzz, at one point, encounters a utility belt Buzz toy, assuming he is a real space ranger. Utility belt Buzz imprisons Andy's Buzz as an imposter. Utility belt Buzz later meets Andy's other toys, and assuming they are on a mission to defeat his arch nemesis, Emperor Zurg, accompanies them to Al's apartment. But Andy's Buzz escapes and follows the gang, inadvertently releasing a toy Zurg from its box. Zurg follows Buzz with the intention of destroying him. Both Buzzes and the search party arrive at Al's apartment, but Woody initially refuses to go home with them. Shortly after Andy's other toys leave, Woody reconsiders and invites the Woody's Roundup toys to go with him and become Andy's toys. While Jessie and Bullseye accept Woody's offer, Pete refuses and blocks the others from leaving. Having never been played with, he is adamant about going to the museum. Al returns to the apartment and takes Woody's Roundup collection to the airport. While Utility Belt Buzz fights and reconciles with Zurg, Andy's Buzz and the other toys pursue Al's suitcase into the airport after a prolonged pursuit through the airport's baggage sorting system, during which Pete reopens the tear in Woody's arm. The other toys subdue Pete and teach him a lesson about playtime as they place him in a little girl's backpack where she can play with him alongside Barbie. They save Bullseye, but Jessie is placed on the plane. Woody, Buzz, and Bullseye work together to save her just as the plane takes off, and the toys then return home to Andy's house. Soon, Andy returns from cowboy camp and plays with Jessie and Bullseye and repairs Woody and Wheezy. Al mourns the loss of the lucrative deal with the toy museum on television. Woody tells Buzz that he no longer fears Andy losing interest in him. For even if it does happen, he and Buzz will be friends for infinity and beyond. There you go. That's number 2. Let's get into 3. All right. So, Andy, who has not played with his toys in years, is now leaving for college and intends to take Woody with him, while Buzz, Jesse, and the others are put in a bag to be stored in the attic. But Andy's mother mistakenly takes that bag to the curb for garbage pickup. It was clear Andy put the toys in a garbage bag, so that would explain the mistake. So the toys escape, and believing Andy intended to throw them away, join Barbie in a donation box bound for Sunnyside Daycare. Woody pursues the others and fails to convince them of the truth. Andy's toys are welcomed by the other toys at Sunnyside and are given a tour of the seemingly perfect play setting by Lotso Huggenbear, or as he likes to be known as, Lotso. Then there's Big Baby and Ken, with whom Barbie falls in love with. All the toys choose to stay, except Woody, who attempts to return home. A Sunnyside child named Bonnie finds Woody and takes him to her house, playing with him and her other toys that she had collected. After Andy's toys endure a rough playtime with the toddlers, it was clear they got the little kids' room, the caterpillar room, while Lotso and his gang stay in the butterfly room, which has the much older kids. So Andy's toys got a beating from these toddlers. Buzz at one point asks Lotso to have himself and his friends move to the older kids' room, but is instead captured. Lotso tells Buzz he sends all new toys to the toddler room for his gang's safety, regardless if the new toys are age appropriate or get broken. Seeing promise in Buzz, Lotso has him switched to demo mode, brainwashing him into believing Lotso is his commander. Meanwhile, Mrs. Potato Head, who lost an eye in Andy's room, sees an upset Andy searching for his toys. Andy is realize their mistake and attempt to leave, but are imprisoned by Buzz on Lotso's orders. At Bonnie's house, Woody meets a toy clown named Chuckles, who was good friends with Lotso and Big Baby. They were owned by a girl named Daisy. When the three toys were accidentally lost during a road trip, they traveled back to Daisy's house on foot, only to find that Daisy's parents had replaced Lotso with a new Lotso. And the old Lotso got really upset knowing that he just got replaced. And he convinced his Big Baby and Chuckles to go with him as they just take off. And then they find themselves right in front of Sunnyside. And Lotso takes it over as a dictator. Woody then returns to Sunnyside and reunites with his friends. And one of the toys from that caterpillar room, the telephone, tells Woody about what goes on at night. Lotso keeps a close eye on the daycare. He has trucks patrolling every bit of the property. But the main reason that no one has ever escaped from Sunnyside is because of the monkey. The monkey is the eye in the sky, meaning he hangs out in the monitoring room. So he can see everything. He knows when a toy is on the verge of escaping. If he sees someone escaping, he'll press the speaker and he'll go nuts with his symbols. When he hears about that, he has to come up with a ingenious plan to get that monkey captured and get everyone out of that caterpillar room. That night, Andy's toys initiate an escape plan, inevitably resetting Butt from demo mode to Spanish mode in the process. Spanish Buzz immediately befriends Woody and begins a relationship with Jessie. The toys then reach Sunnyside's dumpster, but Lotso and his gang corner them as a garbage truck approaches. Woody reveals Lotso's deception to Big Baby, who promptly throws Lotso into the dumpster after Lotso breaks the heart. That upset Big Baby to a newer level when he throws him in the dumpster and closes the lid. Andy's toys attempt to escape, but Lotso pulls Woody in with him. Andy's other toys jump in to help and wind up in the truck, where a television falls onto Buzz and restores him to his normal persona. The toys are brought to a local landfill, and most of them are placed on a conveyor belt, leading to an incinerator. Woody and Buzz help Lotso avoid a shredder and later to reach an emergency stop button, but Lotso abandons them, and as Woody and his friends accept their impending fate, Andy's aliens rescue them with an industrial claw. A garbage truck driver later finds Lotso and straps him to his truck's radiator grill. Woody and his friends ride another garbage truck driven by an adult Sid Phillips back to Andy's house. Andy discovers a note from Woody and, assuming it is from his mother, donates the toys to Bonnie. Andy introduces the toys individually to Bonnie and is surprised to find Woody at the bottom of the donation box. After Bonnie reconciles Woody, an initially hesitant Andy passes him on to her. Andy plays with Bonnie before leaving, and Woody bids him a quiet farewell, and the toys begin their new life with Bonnie. Later, Woody and the other toys learn that Barbie, Ken, and Big Baby have improved the lives of the toys at Sunnyside. Yeah, so that's a pretty good one. And you can see the nightmare of the caterpillar room and just how mean Lotso is. Alright, thanks for watching.